Was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's a very short kick taken by an up man.
We got this.
At their own 28-yard line.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Cut.
Yo, go.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory.
Let's go.
A huge play there right off the bat. 53 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Mike 5. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Go.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. That is caught by Cohen. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. Tucker's kick is good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
Excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Mike 54. Pick me up. Here we go.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
315.
Check. Watch 54.
Let's go 14.
Run. Watch the run.
Good, 4 down.
Baby,
Check 50.
Check 26.
Right.
54.
Wilson.
Right 54 mine. You gonna get this, boy?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
All day, baby.
Front left. Hey, let's go double count right here. Double count.
Defense.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Looking deep downfield. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Let's go, baby.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike 5. In your face.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
He finds Dorsett. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
Mike 54. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
14.
Rush in.
Start.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You got nothing.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Wilson now throwing on 3rd and long. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They call him unreliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short, and he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Yes.
You got 5.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Get it.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Ready? 18, Gator. Hey, exit.
Here we go. Mike 5. All you get is a headache.
From the gun on 3rd down, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They'll run it with Bell. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
A first down run by Barkley, unsuccessful, as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive, not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, it's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line.
Mike's by 4. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe it.
On first down, Barkley. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Pretty move. That's complete to John Ross. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Here we go. 15, Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. Ready?
On 3rd down, Herbert. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert caught here by Bell. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. This is Bell on the dump off. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
18 Gator.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down, 4 down. Check, check.
5.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert hauling it in, Nelson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This fielded at the 2.
Come on, fellas.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The sack by Marcus Hunt.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Hey!
Throwing on third and long. Herbert. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. It's caught inside the 25. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And an alley to run. Bell sheds him off. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
Ready, set.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Wilson, he's going to air one out. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, alert.
Come on, switch it.
Here's Mostert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Mike 54. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Kill.
Now. Ready.
They'll run it with Bell. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
You know right now, you better bring it. Hey, seam 6.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Bell with a 1st down carry there as he'll get about 4 out of that. Margus Hunt able to take him down.
6-6, pull it high.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Open man is Ross, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That is caught at the 7. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now. Yep.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
Here we go.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? The throw right sideline here is complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley shreds the tackle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Mike 50.
12.
Check 13.
Still going 4 down.
Throwing is Wilson. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Right there, 54 Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it. Alert 3.
Again, it's Barkley. They find some open field here. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Check nickel.
On 1st down, it's Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
On the ready.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Bell, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Mike
Smooth.
Game up. Finds the mic. Finds the mic.
Let's go.
Together, defense. Let's get it together.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw.
We own them.
And he will find his man on the outside.
All day, baby. All
10
day.
yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
Bring it.
Ready.
They'll run on first down. Bell. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Bell. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Tucker with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. And the Vikings able to take home the victory there. Cam Newton, he was the story there with 4 touchdown passes. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Don't throw my side.
Guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Ravens, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been